Ah! 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 This is the new legal representing Di-RREC Gaming. Shout outs to my man Lethal B More. February the 2nd, 2019. Sony CFO doesn't think cloud gaming will impact consoles in the near future. Following the publication of Sony's latest financial report, Chief Financial Officer Hiroki Totoki held a conference call with investors and analysts during which he talked about potential risks and uncertainties going forward. According to the translation of Twin Finite, Totoki revealed that the rising popularity of cross-platform free-to-play games could pose a threat to the business. Y'all gonna learn to stop talking about y'all got them exclusive games. We don't care about that. We don't care about your games. So therefore, whatever you playing over there that you think is exclusive, we could care less about. We don't have a Sony console. If we cared about it, then we would have those games and want to play those games. But those games are too much alike and they're too similar. They share the same template for us to even bother. We don't like playing just a single player soap opera experience all the daggum time. And it's nothing wrong with a single player experience. Let's don't get that twisted. Gaming is gaming, and sometimes story-driven games are great. But it gets kind of redundant and boring when that's most of your library. I mean, when your library is just consistent, story playing, soap opera driven games, walkthroughs, hold your hand games. It gets to where who cares what you get? And we keep seeing newer and newer games coming out, new IPs from different types of studios that are just making groundbreaking performances. And whether you like them or not, but Fortnite changed the game, PUBG changed the game, Apex changed the game. And for these games to be as successful as they are, you know, a smart business will tend to look at that direction. Um, Being that those success stories right there greatly benefited Microsoft. For Microsoft is 6 years behind on their vision, and they can't wait to crack open their egg, right? They can't wait to crack it open. So in terms of the future, Totoki cautioned against being too optimistic due to the emergence of several macroeconomic, macroeconomic and geopolitical risk. He also asked investors to be conscious of potential volatility and profitability at this point in the console cycle. Reason I'm reading this stuff off to everybody is so nobody will think that this stuff is just coming from me. Nah, man, that ain't how I do things here. That's not what we do on Di-RREC Gaming. We present them facts. We are working to mitigate the volatility by leveraging the more than 91.6 million unit cumulative install base of the PlayStation 4 to benefit from the new business model created by network services and add-on content sales. So there you have it. The 91.6 million units of consoles isn't doing anything for them. Right there in that statement, Sony is looking at ways of taking what they have and trying to make add-ons to them, trying to make a network service that can hold the success of those games. So you're gonna get maybe a service now, which we already know, which makes sense. Whatever's gonna be happening with Sony's backward compatibility, as far as only going as far as PlayStation 4. So that's gonna be very limited, and I don't think PlayStation fans are too thrilled about that. I mean, they won and done their games anyway. They're not gonna be going back playing these handheld walkthrough games. You know what I'm saying? Hold your hand. Let me hold your hand. Talk for 15 minutes. I mean, by the time they finish these games, y'all, they're drained. You know, give them 6 more months, man. Throw something else out there. They drain, because I mean, there's only so much you're gonna do. There's only so much you can listen to all that talking, all that slow walking, all that 27 frames per second stuff, man. So that's just how it is over there. So preparing for risk means a thorough review of the operations of each of our businesses and strengthening of each business to minimize potential damage. Totoki explained. It also means preparing to recover quickly and go on the offensive once the environment improves. In our first and second mid-range plans, we are able to transform Sony's business model and improve our profitability. In our third mid-range plan, we are continuing to work to strengthen our operation efficiency to achieve steady growth over the long term. This is funny, man. Before that, people, before that happened on February the 2nd, 2019, a day before that, this was said. Sony CFO says cloud gaming is far more than 5 years away. Now, the reason I want to explain this and say this stuff is because I want y'all to see the hilariousness of Sony. The direct smoke and mirrors as if they are really putting in the type of stuff that they say they do. Kingston God sounds like a merger. It's funny how that was just my introduction, as you can see. And what this whole visual aspect of this gameplay right here is a personification of what I think about Sony. You see that desert out there? And you see the things they say? This is Sony. It just walks out of nowhere, just goes out of nowhere talking, man. They say a lot of stuff that just really don't even make no sense, man. While Microsoft is set to make the most of cloud-based gaming with their rumored Xbox Scarlet consoles, for PlayStation cloud gaming is a much greater risk, as Sony investors apparently fear the abandonment of hardware in favor of more accessible cloud gaming. Want that to sink in for a minute. However, Sony Chief Financial Officer, here we go again, Hiroki Totoki, is confident that this stage of cloud gaming won't pose a risk to the PlayStation far more than 5 years, despite recent reports of major developers making preparations of their technology. We're going to put a pause to that. We're just going to put a pause to that, people. Let that sink in for a minute. Okay? Let that sink in for a minute. May 16, 2019. Sony and Microsoft to explore strategic partnership. Oh, man. So let's just fast forward as I keep walking in this desert. Oh, man, let me shoot this balloon. So you got to shoot these balloons. Okay, let's keep walking in this desert. Tokyo, Redmond, Washington, May 16, 2019. The Sony Corporation and Microsoft Corp announced on Thursday that the two companies will partner on new innovations to enhance customer experience in their direct consumer entertainment platforms and AI solutions. Under the memorandum of understanding signed by the parties, the two companies will explore joint development of future cloud solutions in Microsoft, here it is, Azure, to support their respectful game and content streaming services. In addition, the two companies will explore the use of current Microsoft Azure data center-based solutions for Sony's game and content streaming services. By working together, the companies aim to deliver more enhanced entertainment experience for worldwide consumers. These efforts will also include building better development platforms for the content creator community. Sony is a creative entertainment company with a solid foundation of technology. We collaborate closely with a multitude of content creators and capture the imagination of people around the world. And through our cutting edge technology, we provide the tools to bring their dreams and vision to reality, said, y'all know, Kenichiro Yoshida, president of CEO of Sony PlayStation. Itself came about through the integration of creativity and technology. Now, people, this is what just happened. Microsoft just ended the console war. Now you realize what I was saying this whole time when I said Microsoft isn't here to destroy Sony. If anything, Sony will destroy itself. Microsoft wants Sony to thrive because Sony is a customer for Microsoft. And anybody that's a dealer that understands when you got people out there working for you in your streets, you always tell them, no matter what, make sure that you take care of the customers. Because without the customer, you don't have a business. So Microsoft is changing it all. And if Microsoft is changing it all, what's that mean? That means that regardless of whatever the plan Sony has, Microsoft is going to be in the midst. And what's going to be that factor for why Microsoft is going to be in the midst? The Azure cloud. We all knew that PSN was trash. You guys tried to defend that stuff for years. We all knew that, you running around here talking about exclusives was just your last little leg, man. I mean, we understand. Y'all running around here always screaming about exclusives. The more indie free games you got and all that other stuff. We get it. You only have one gaming series that's worth $1 billion, and that's your racing series. Really don't have nothing. I mean, you had a good year. I mean, 2018 was a very good year for you. Very good year. Very strong. But, I mean, it's back to normal again, 2019. And, Microsoft is leading the way. So, to all y'all out there that like to bash Microsoft, hey, man, Microsoft is just trying to make the company you like business better. That's all. It's not nothing personal, man. They just coming to Microsoft for help. So I suggest that you guys stay in tune, see what they're doing, see what's in store for your favorite console, because Microsoft's about to reap the benefits of having the better cloud technology. That's just it. So thank you all for supporting a company that supports my preferred platform. Thank you all for making sure that my preferred platform would have the better benefits in gaming. And it's just right now it's just hilarious. I don't like to kick somebody down when they're already kick somebody when they're already down, I'm not into that, but you had it coming. Yeah, you had it coming, people. You had it coming. Anybody that doubted the business of Microsoft is an idiot. If you really doubted Microsoft's business, you're a straight idiot. And now, you're just going to look dumb, man. That's all it is. That's all that's left for you. All that's left for you now is just to look dumb. So, hey, man, enjoy the future. The future is bright. Hey, be happy, right? Xbox came and saved the day for Sony, didn't it? And Xbox saw Sony sinking down, and Xbox said, no, you know what? Here, man, here's a hand. Let me help you out. Yo, this your boy, the New Legal, man. Represent Di-RREC Gaming. Until next time, y'all.
Another authority.
Peace.